Well, Goodwill, we meet again. So I'm going to go ahead and run in here and see what I can find. Good sign, we've got good wheels on this one. It's always nice to not have big bumps. Look at all that stuff. Yummy, yummy. So this Goodwill is usually a hit and miss. It's in an area where I think they generally try to have home goods and stuff that are usable for the general public. So it's some really nice stuff, just nothing for the most part that's a vintage that I like to pick. This is pretty, but Sarah wasn't with me at this time, and I saw a couple of broken pieces on the flower, so I was like, I'll leave it for someone else that can do something with it. Ooh. All right, so I like that @ sign, but I think it was a Target piece. Didn't feel like digging through the pictures today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But this trash can, this is like a gold outside part of the trash can. The insert is not present. I thought that was it, but no. Not even close. But I'm sure you guys know, when you're out picking, you see some fun things. Always neat to see. Probably in 20 years I'll be selling that, Oh, fun stuff. I love looking at lamps. Ever since finding that Murano lamp, it's got me excited to find another big lamp. So thanks guys for watching. This is just a couple of Goodwills that I hit a couple of days ago. Wanted to show you what I did and did not find. This was cool. I wanted to open it up and see what if it's all complete, but it's taped solid, and that tape over the box pretty much ruined it, so I don't want it. I've been looking for shelves as well for Sarah's studio, little shelves, but I have yet to find some. And I love going to the glass, so we're almost into the glass stuff. Look at that crazy puppy. I'm seeing clear glass. I find it really funny when you go into the Goodwill and start looking through the glass, if you find some bottles, like old beer bottles and stuff, but they're not old. They're like 5 or 6 years old. They're not vintage. I kind of find that to be a slight racket, taking advantage. Just recycle the bottles, guys. Fun little vases, but I have no need for them. Thought that was fun. I was actually in Virginia for 3 years when I was in the Army in the 90s. I was stationed at Fort Lee, Virginia. If anyone out there is familiar with those stomping grounds, I was in the Hopewell and Colonial Heights area. This piece was really nice. I really like it, how it's together as a piece. A little high for me, but really nice colors. So someone will have a good find with this. I didn't see any damage or anything. Oh, there you go. See, there's a Grolsch beer bottle. Now, Grolsch, they still make these bottles. These bottles are how they've always done them. So this is not a vintage bottle. So that, once again, take it to the recycler. This is pretty, just not my deal. Really nice base. But every once in a while when we come into this Goodwill, we'll find some Blinko pieces or some really good crafts. This is where I usually find coffee crafts from mid-century, really fun stuff. Looks like something from a vintage wedding, possibly. And I really did take my time because there was nothing jumping off the shelves, so I really thought I'd look through everything. There's some fun Tennessee stuff for you. I went on ahead and left that. With 4 sales a week for me and 4 sales for Sarah a week, we try to make it worth our time and worth your time to watch. So some of the stuff that is really cool in here, we prefer to leave. I found some of these and got them for us for a fun set, and then there were more. So I want to say they're Indiana glass, and they are the ice, ice, like iceberg glasses, I think. She's fun. Little smiles. But I thought this piece was really cool. Love the little drip coming off the side. I want to say there was a chip on this, is why I left it, because the price was good. Okay, going down another aisle and saw a fun basket, but there were no lemons in it, unfortunately. I really like some of the old silver pieces. The covered pieces are really neat. I just don't know enough about them, and I don't know if I have the viewers that like those kind of pieces. This was cool, but it's attached to something. I don't want to try to figure that out. So as you can see, so far this has been quite the bust, but any second, you never know. There might be a cart that rolls out, and then you'll find 5 or 6 amazing pieces that have yet to get to the shelf. So of course everybody loves Lucy, but this is a repro, so I'm leaving it for the next collector. Really nice condition though, no dings or anything. So Colorado Springs has some fun stuff in the Goodwills, even if it's not vintage or highly desirable. You can always find something that fits your decor, like this triangle. If you need a triangle, I didn't find a cowbell, but the triangle, that's definitely worth keeping. So that was a bust. We went on ahead and ran over with Sarah to Willowstone one more time because they're about to close down. This booth has been 75% off for quite a while, and those lamps back on the wall, I actually pulled those down last time we were there and had them in my cart, and then by the time we got to the front, I saw enough cracking and discoloration, even with the 75% off. I just didn't see it as something worth doing, just because the quality was pretty low. But it was really neat and nostalgic. But this is back in the corner where we like to start, and it usually just gets better and better from there. Look at these guys. The fact that their necks are still completely intact, both of them, I thought was really cool. I can't remember on the price on that, but we did leave those behind. I think they were a little up there. But this antique market is going to be closing down in another, I want to say 3 or 4 days. So we'll probably come back through for one last sweep. So there are some pieces here that we're hoping will get marked down a little bit more so we can bring those to you. And I'd love to see in the comments if you've watched this video, if you've seen anything that you're just like, wow, why didn't he get it? Totally comment. I'm learning every day like we all are, so I would love to hear what you saw that you thought was cool. Oh, that break was so upsetting. And I have a feeling it probably just happened while it was in the booth. I feel bad for vendors. It is quite a risk putting so many valuable vintage items on shelves, trusting that customers walking through won't damage your stuff. So this clown has been there for so long. It's definitely paper mache and creepy. I want it, but Sarah won't let me get it, so we're gonna surprise her with it. Yeah, and we picked this and did keep it, or did go ahead and grab it. Really good price for this bonbon cowboy hat Viking dish. We actually sold it last week. I'm a little slow on getting my video up, so some of this stuff has sold. Some items, of course, are coming soon. This I just wanted to show you guys. It takes up a lot of space in this thrift store, and I thought in the case it really displayed neat. And then you'll see on the other side in a minute here, there's a bigger boat cased as well, and I think they're really neat model boats. Like the color, Costa Boda. You can usually tell Costa Boda by the base, how the glass has a little more thick glass at the base. And Garden Guy Bill, he collects these guys, and so he purchased this for me last week on the Vintage Gents. And he's actually going to be on the Vintage Gents this week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Super excited for that. You know, this is great for a stash. This is not the antique one. The newer ones have 9 sawtooth on one side and 10 sawteeth on the other side. So found out that was a repro, but it's still vintage, so killer score. Love these glasses, but the Southern Belle thing, it's not really big with my buyers, so we didn't grab these. But if we had a drink carrier, obviously we would have snagged them, and if there was a complete set. I love the yellow ones and all the just accent colors that pop out on these. Really cool illustrations. Yeah, this one was my favorite. Gosh, a lot of detail. But you can't get everything, but it's fun to see. As you can see, I did put them in my cart. Did go ahead and change my mind before finishing shopping and put them back. Yeah, this is the big boat I was telling you about. It is a humdinger. And you know, usually when you go like into a estate sale and find stuff like this, usually they're not this size for one, but two, there's dust all over the string and everything, but that was just a really nice condition. This Swan lamp, TV lamp, Sarah sold for during the Coleman Collective last Wednesday, and that's actually shipping out tomorrow or Monday. So that's a fun grab. No damage to it. We've got a really good deal on it, so she was able to pass on a really good deal during our sale. I thought the yellow in the eyes were a nice accent. And working condition. Oh, that vase in the cart is just, oh my gosh. Well, all right, I think we're gonna be heading out now. So thrifting was a bust, but going to the antique shop that's closing down soon, that ended up being the score. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you don't mind, and let's go find some lemons together.